What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Huge news, Team of the Season, well you probably know, but Team of the Season has been announced. Team of the Season is here, or at least it's here in the very, very near future. It's been announced, it has been announced on April the 27th. So the most consistent will be April 27th. It's what I expected anyway. You know, I was looking at the timeline of last year versus this year, of FIFA 14 versus this year because of World Cup. I was looking at, you know, knowing that the World Cup mode is going to come and such, and the fact that EA would want the Team of the Season promo done and dusted by the time World Cup comes. And it was always going to be, in my opinion, the 27th of April when it was going to come. And it was now officially announced. With that, and with the fact that Team of the Knockout stage doesn't seem like it's coming, something happened to me and I decided to switch off from FIFA. So I don't know if Team of the Knockout stage might come next week. It might come Monday and be a 5-day promo. It might come next Wednesday and be a 7-day promo. Or it might come next Friday and be a week-long promo leading into Team of the Season. But based on the fact that we've got these brand new Man of the Match cards, I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to get Team of the Knockout stage. Specifically because, you know, the next knockout stage will be played during the Team of the Season, and it's very, 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 very unlikely that they will release Team of the Knockout stage during Team of the Season. It's like, when I say very unlikely, I'll put my opinion on it that just won't happen. So what happened with that is that my mind went, okay, so for the next 12 days we've got FUT Swap and not a lot else going on. And so for the next 12 days, guys, I'm going to be taking it easy on the Road to Glory, just trying to charge myself up for Team of the Season, because during Team of the Season, assuming that we get Team of the Season rewards in FUT Champs, I do want to go back to playing 40 games a weekend. And so for the next 12 days, I think every video is literally going to consist of the daily objectives and gearing towards weekly objectives. So today we're going to do our daily objectives, and we'll probably get in towards a little bit more of the weekly objectives. And that's where I'm at. So we've only got serial winners, so 6 Bundesliga in online seasons, which we won't do today. Legendary, which we'll get done today, well, one more anyway. And 10 games by 2 goals or more, which we'll get done today. Because on daily objectives, we need a squad battles victory. We need to score for Brazil. We need to apply a contract, which won't be too much of a problem. Let me go and switch to my... I don't want to say this is my main team. In fact, this isn't my team. I'm going to need to... I'm going to need to create a new squad for today, because I'm not using this this team anymore. Let's go squad selector and go to, let's delete the best team in FIFA. Let's delete that. That's just my red card squad. I need to fill that up anyway. And we'll go new team. And what we're going to see here, although I am going to build a squad here, we're not going to see a squad that you've never seen before. It's going to be the same squad that you've seen quite a lot. However, what I am going to do, because we're only going to be playing, squad battles, I am going to build a pretty cool, I hope, MLS contingency in this team. So we're going to put them up there, and then let's go to the MLS, because I've got a lot of players. Where are we? MLS. So up front, obviously, I can put Bastian Schweinsteiger. In midfield, we can throw in Kaka, and then on the right wing, we can throw Carlos Vela, just to get ourselves some nice links there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go for... okay, hold on, sorry, my bad. It really doesn't matter what I put in here. So we can throw Kolasinac in there, actually. We'll pop him there, and then I've got Monreal at left back, because the Arsenal link is obviously strong there. What I'm actually going to do is pop in Frank Rijkaard at centre back from CDM. So we'll flick to him and get him done and dusted. And also, like, the market crash now, guys, is real. It is real. It is coming up thick and fast. And then, do we have a special right back? I mean, I don't really care for chemistry on Carlos Vela, so it's not a big deal. Do we just have an MLS right back? We probably don't. I tell you what, let me just put Munir in there. We'll just throw him in. That'll be fine. We're not going to get full chemistry out of this, but it's not the end of the world. We get 89 chemistry. Am I still going to be able to beat the AI? with 89 chemistry. Well, I hope so. We'll pop him up there. So everyone's on 7 as a minimum, and then 6 for the centre back. That's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm happy with that. Obviously, I don't really care about all that much. And the reason why I did go for the MLS there is because I did want Kaka in the team, because I want to be able to get a goal with Kaka, because it's completing one of the fame things is going to be that. So let's pop Andy Carroll into the team, just because I'm a big fan of Carroll, big fan of that Thorgan Hazard. We'll pop Jordi Alba in there. And then the rest of it doesn't really matter to me. So we'll go for Thiago Costa, Cavani, and Henrik Larsson. There we go. That'll be our team for today. Chemistry's okay. Fitness is okay, should I say. Monreal is a little bit low. Kolasinac as well. We'll give him a right wing to right mid. He's untradeable anyway, so it's not like I'm ever going to get rid of him. We'll give him an extra chemistry point. Why not? And then we'll move on to giving him a contract to complete the first daily objective. As I said, that is what we're here for. And allow me to go and get some comments up, because I can read some comments whilst doing the offline stuff, right? It's not the most difficult thing in the world. So that's one contract, one daily objective done. Next one would be buy a goalkeeper. Now I said this before, buy a goalkeeper using buy it now. There's no minimum. So what you want to do here is just go silver goalkeeper. Just go to a major league and try and get a major league player for 200 coins or more. It's just the easiest thing to do. Although it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it. Alright, maybe not. Are we going for 300? 350? Are there no silver goalkeepers in these leagues? 400 coins? I mean, the fact that they are 400 coins means that I'll be able to get 400 coins back for them. So we'll buy him, and then we'll list him up for 450. And he will undoubtedly sell for 400 to 450. So a little bit of tax loss potentially on him. So yeah, team of the season is coming, guys. Obviously, the most consistent is available to be voted on. I've put my votes in. I've made a video on the main channel. If you wanted to go and check that out, you can go and check that out. So cross the ball for the deadly finisher using an attacker. Cross the ball to your teammate for the deadly finisher. You finish using an attacker. So cross it. Oh, assist a goal using any cross with an attacker. Okay, so we need to assist with an attacker from a cross, score with a Brazilian, and just play a game of squad battles. And then to win big, we need to win 2-0 minimum, or by 2 goals, and 1 on legendary to complete that next one as well. But yeah, team of the season is here. It's announced, and what's happening is the market is crashing hard. Paulo Dibala is an interesting one for me, because he's central based. His 93 card. He's central based. He's got insane stats, and he's from a major league and a major nation, right? He's only got 3-star weak foot, but this is a great card. And this card is currently going for like 800,000 coins. Look at that, 850, 890 bin if you wanted it. This speaks volumes to me about the price of what team of the season cards are going to be. I know we talked about it before, but it's continued to go down in price. It would also be interesting to see how much is that 94 Ronaldo. If 94 Ronaldo goes to a really reasonable price, so 2.5 only. If he drops down to 2 million or so, I'll pick him up. I don't think he will, per se. And let's also have a look at a Ruud Hullet 90 card as well. We're looking at 2 million, 1.8 million coins. That is tempting. That is tempting. But anyway, let's go and get ourselves onto squad battles. We're going to have a nice high finish in squad battles this week, which is pretty sick. We're going to be finishing probably somewhere in the gold region, the best finishing squad battles for us in a long time. Let me go into yesterday's video. The new fuck swap cards is there, and of course, if you're wondering why I'm talking a little bit weird, I've got an ulcer on my tongue. Spoke about it in the last video. I have real bad allergies, I guess, to something or other. And I asked you guys in the last video as well, if you were here, you could hit a thumbs up. Let's try and crack 2.5k likes, and it's currently on 2.7k. So let's try and beat yesterday's like target. Look down below. Pause the video, drop a thumbs up on it, would be very much appreciated. The top comment is from, before I get into top comments actually, when I was streaming the other night, somebody said to me, isn't it a little unfair for the fact that I always read top comments on the video, because it got like quite often, and it's true, this is a good observation, quite often the problem is that people just have copy paste comments ready. Like quite often when I upload a new video, immediately oh, come on. immediately there's like 20, 30, 40 comments, and it's just a posted comment from the last video that someone's copied and pasted, hoping to try and get their comment featured in a video. And so what happens is, right now, guys, is I don't always read out or go for top comments, because the first comments usually get a lot of thumbs up compared to, say, a comment from 6 hours later, because 6 hours later nobody's really watching the video anymore. You know, it's already had a high bulk of its views, so it wouldn't really get that many thumbs up or that much recognition. So what I've started doing is just reading through a lot of comments, not necessarily just the top comments, and picking comments that I just think are pertinent to the videos and pertinent to the series in general. And for those people that do just sit there and spam a comment as soon as a video goes live because they just want their comment answered, try and I don't want to tell you not to put your comment in, because I appreciate all the feedback and stuff, but what happens is some people like give comments that are useful 10 videos ago or 12 videos ago, and because they don't get their comment read out, they just keep spamming it and spamming it and spamming it. And it keeps getting thumbs up because they're always there doing it first. And it would be cool if you could just either give comments and feedback that's useful to the current portion of where the Road to Glory is at. And if your comment doesn't get read out after a few videos, maybe just, yeah, like, I don't know, I don't want to say give up, because I don't think you should give up, but essentially just stop spamming the same comment, because the comments quite often are from like 4 videos from like a while back and stuff, and it's just a bit like meh, you know what I mean? One Vea, that's a good goal, that is. So yeah, I'll just appreciate if you guys, you know, didn't like rush to the video to spam your comment just to get read out. And it's even to the case where there was a top comment from about 4 or 5 videos ago where I actually did read it out, and then in the next video the guy's comment was top comment again, even though I'd answered it in that specific video. And that's because that guy wasn't watching the video, he didn't care about the video, all he cared about was getting himself read out on the video. And as I say, you know, I understand it, I appreciate the fact that you guys want to get featured in the video, I appreciate the fact that you guys are here, but it would just be nice if we could get some actual relevant comments and such. And so what I'm doing is, I'm not ignoring top comments for what it's worth, but I'm not focusing on the most thumbed up comments as ones to feature in the video currently. Oh god. Yeah, I'm not focusing on ones that are the top comments to feature, I'm focusing on the best ones to feature. So don't worry if your comment comes in late or whatever, I will likely still read it. And on that note, for this video, because we're live here, I am going to start from the top, even though, you know, even from what I just said, I'm just going to contradict myself real quick, and we are going to start from the top. Oh god. And the first comment is from Parasil. Says, I think they should have brought this promo at the start of the game when the players could have made the team better. Now nobody needs a 84 Henderson or a right-wing Werner. On other topic, does anybody hate Bailly, Bakayoko, Jesus Martial too? In every single weekend league game I play against Bailly, and he is the best player in the game. Doesn't even have to sprint to catch 88 Owen or have Prime Puyol, and he can't catch Gabriel Jesus. Maybe I am too bad, but for me the Premier League is just OP. Bailly hadn't even had a good season last year, but he got a +2 to an 84. Feels like Man U players only has to play to get high ratings and good cards. Only my opinion. I hope they will change something next year so that I can see more than 30 different players at all times. So to address your first point of they should have done this promo at the start of the year, yeah, something like foot swap should be there all time, every time. And the way I think it should work is, you know how we've got like these cards to collect? Well, let's say it starts in month 1. So let's actually start it in September, because the game comes out at the end of August, so it'd be pointless to have it there, right? So FUT Swap starts in September for 2019, and you can collect let's say 3 FUT Swap cards per week. That's the limit of what you can collect. So you get 3 FUT Swap cards per week, and put over a 4-week period you can get up to 12. And quite like this time around, there's a mix of players ranging from, we'll go with 1 FUT Swap card all the way up to 12 FUT Swap cards. And the best player is 12 FUT Swap cards, and the worst player is 1 FUT Swap cards, and you can play them. But also, you can save them. So if in month 1, there's just no one that you sit there and think, man, I'd really love them in my team, instead of playing them, you can just save those FUT Swap cards. And the way you earn FUT Swap cards, if you can't earn some one day or another, you can, you know, let's say you want a guy who's going to be 12 FUT Swap cards, you can get 3 from month 1, 4 from month 2, and then you manage to get the rest in month 3. So you know in month 3, you're going to get one of the best players in the game from just playing the game. And I think that'd be pretty cool. And yeah, I agree as well on the fact that The players should scale up based on the current ability of players and what people would want to see. Not to the point where they're like Team of the Years or Team of the Seasons or anything, but like the FUT birthday cards. Like all of the FUT birthday cards were awesome. Torre was awesome. Rooney was absolutely incredible. I mean, I actually used Rooney. If I had to build like my main team right now, Rooney would still be in it. On top of that, ooh, this is a good crossing opportunity here. Go on, score that Wazza. Oh god. Yeah, Rooney was good. Even Robin van Persie had like a really good upgrade, and Bastian Schweinsteiger as well. I enjoyed thoroughly. So there's definitely something to be said. Like if the upgrades, you know, and I said it like in videos and such. If the FUT swap upgrades were a bit better, then they would be far more usable and enjoyable. Like if that Jordan Henderson was like an 88 instead of an 84, I'd be sitting there saying, well, this is actually great. Yeah, okay, so I can only get 2 players or 3 players from the low end or 1 player from the big end. But if they were like worth it at this stage in FIFA, that'd be great. Like if that Sanchez was a team of the season, like a version of Sanchez, I'd all of a sudden say, actually, do you know what? This is a really, really good promo. Yep, sure, I can only get 1 player, but EA are giving me 1 player's worth of a team of the season player for just playing through the game. And although I don't agree with the marquee matchups and the DKT and such, it's still a good a gesture. So I agree with that. And yeah, I hope that they have something like this next year, all year. But I also hope that they monitor it and manage it, because if they just do it like, okay, here's FUT swap this month, and then it's just the same monotonous stuff every month, like, oh, you get 1 from DKT, 1 from the marquee matchups, yada yada yada. All of a sudden I'll be like, okay, this is just going to get real boring real quick, and it's essentially we're just going to be picking up some cannon fodder SBC cards every month, which in itself would actually still be pretty sick, because you'll probably be able to like complete a couple of really good teams for a prime icon for something like that. But outside of that, right, I need to score a cross and I need to score with a Brazilian, so I do need to get a goal with Kaká. Outside of that, yeah, this definitely has some good potential for next year to be something that can be good all year. Let's go Vea. I don't know, is Carlos Vea considered an attacker? I don't know. Am I able to cross with him? Oops, that was a bad pass. Outside of that, your other comment about, you know, not wanting to see the same players all the time and stuff, the only way that is ever going to change is if EA adapt, change, remove, alter the chemistry system. Every year there will always be a bunch of meta players and then players that are needed to fill around those meta players to make them work. And so every year, whilst we have FUT Champs gameplay, whilst there is a chemistry system in place, every single year there is just going to be a pool of around 50 or so players that are just the best players. And you're never going to escape it until they change that. For, like, there are so many players that I would like to use game in, game out. Like, as I said to you guys before, I would like my team to actually be, I would like to have Kaká up front, Rooney in a cam. I would like to have Bastian Schweinsteiger in centre midfield, with Rijkaard in at CDM. Then I'd like to have Rashford as a striker as well. Maybe even Sterling as well. Actually, let me change my mind. Let me put my top 6 right now as Rashford and Sterling up front, Kaká in at cam, Rooney and Schweinsteiger as my outside centre mids, and Rijkaard as my CDM. But I can't play with those 6 players without being penalised for chemistry. And so instead, I have to go Rashford, Rooney and Sterling, and then the icon, and then 2 other just meta players to fit into the team, because there's no way that I can actually get what I want out of this. Right, let's get a cross in. Big cross. Oof. Now, do we have to cross it for an assist, or do we have to just get an assist? I don't know. So yeah, there's definite scope for improvement from EA, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get a goal with Kaká first. Oh, you can't give him that sort of space. You can't give him that sort of space. I mean, look how clean this card is, man. I really like Kevin De Bruyne's Team of the Year card has been my favourite card so far throughout the course of the whole year. He's been the card I've enjoyed the most using. Closely followed was the 90 rated Thierry Henry back at the start. And then more recently, Kaká, Rooney and Rashford I've thoroughly enjoyed. And I'd probably put Kaká above Rooney and Rashford. So I'd say Kaka's probably my 3rd favourite card in the game this year. But because he's from the MLS, I either have to link him with only Brazilians or icons. And it's so tricky, or MLS players of course. And it's just so tricky that it hinders me in other areas of the field. So I can't necessarily build the most competitive team whilst wanting to use Kaka in my team, and that sucks. Proud to be a Gooner says matchmaking this weekend league was terrible. Facing R9, CR7 and Hullet in every game is just not fun at all, and it's going to get worse, dude, because as pointed out several times from a few people, icons are losing their value now because there are cards out there that are as good or better than most of the icons. Some not included. You know, I still think there's a few icons out there that are still the top of their class. But generally speaking, there's a lot of informs and special cards out there that aren't icons that are better. And because of that, and because of Team of the Season, icons are going to become less and less desirable, which means they're going to become cheaper and cheaper. Because think how many icons are in the game. Think how many people have icons. Think how many people... Oh, does that count as a cross? Think how many people... think how many people have the icons and want to sell them. Think how many people have the prime icons so they don't need to buy an icon. Like, in my opinion, the best of the icons, or at least the medium best of icons, like Paolo Maldini's medium card, Ruud Gullet's medium card, and Ronaldo's medium cards, those three alone, I think they're just going to keep getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And I think eventually it's going to get to a point where you're like, holy crap, every single person is running, at the very least, 2 or 3 of the most unbelievable prime icons, because coins are easy to come by this year, and when the icons are that cheap, why wouldn't you go and get them? You know, I definitely feel like in our team, you know, through Team of the Season for us, you know, one of the reasons why I want to go back to the 40 games is because I'm excited to build an absolutely incredible team. Now I know Schweinsteiger doesn't count as an attacker, so we're gonna have to get past. I'm gonna have to get a cross in here. I don't know if it's gonna work. I need the header is what I need. I need the header to go in as well. So yeah, you know, it's going to get cheaper and cheaper, and I really am desperate to get this account to be in an incredible state for the end of the year. But I will go back to playing 40 games a weekend on Foot Champs if there are Team of the Season in rewards as the rewards, and if Team of the and I would also say depending on what price the Team of the Season cards are. So for example, if there's only like, if Team of the Season prices are actually like really affordable, I probably wouldn't worry about killing myself over 40 games again to just get, because last year they did 2 Team of the Seasons in one pack, right? So if you finished Elite 3, you would have got a pack of 2 Team of the Season cards. So if it's the same again this year, I don't know how much, that's got to be a goal there. Oh, I don't know how much I would care to worry about playing the 40 games for just 2 Team of the Seasons. I remember even last year when I got the La Liga Team of the Season cards, and I packed one guy worth like 130 and one guy worth like 80. And at the time, that year, it was big. Like 200,000 coins was huge for my account. But this year, if we pack something like that, 200,000 coins is it's quite easy to come by just from other methods, investing in what Path to Glories and such, and also how much desire will we have in Team of the Season and specifically Foot Champs, because World Cup mode's going to be here, you know, and if World Cup mode is involved in Ultimate Team, then if the World Cup mode was like an outside part like it was 4 years ago, where it was in Ultimate Team but it wasn't in Ultimate Team, then having a huge team at the end of the year is going to be like pointless, right? Come on, I need this. Oh, I hit the bar. However, if World Cup mode is part of Ultimate Team and it's like all inclusive and such, then at that point we'll keep playing and playing and playing, but I'll be playing the World Cup mode. So you know, we're gonna have like 6 weeks of Team of the Season, and then I needed that. I can't believe I haven't got this cross. I'm gonna have to play another game for daily objectives, I think, to get a cross in. Alright, come on, there. I need you to run on, pal. Oh, I need this. I need this, Rashford, please. Oh, come on. Right, Rashford's taking a corner. Hopefully we can get a head on this. Does that count as a cross if that goes in? Oh, I didn't go in. Yeah, basically, it's just like World Cup mode's going to be here now, probably middle of May. At the very worst, the end of May, and so at that point, all of the Team of the Season players and cards and such are going to be kind of dead, depending on how EA handle literally depending on how EA handle that. So yeah, it's going to be tricky, man. I'm going to investing my time wisely is going to be super important for team of the season and for this account. Oh, that's a terrible way to give the ball away. Oh, I really need that. I really wanted that cross goal out of this. I know I'm like on a high difficulty here, so just to get a cross goal isn't as easy as just going on to like a low value team or like a low rating. But all right, let's go and get this cross at the very depth here.
Rooney on the attack.
That's a good ball into Sterling. Oh, come on. I got the cross out, but it's going to be full time as well, isn't it? I need to steal this. Yes, I've stolen it. Come on, Sterling, pal. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Damn it, man. Damn it. That's going to be full time. I'm going to have to go and play another game, dude, sadly, to complete this. But good news is we'll probably complete one of the actual weekly objectives by doing it. Oh, it's frustrating. Obviously, I'm playing against legendary difficulty, so getting the cross in wasn't really going to be too easy. A couple of thousand more points keeps me heavily in gold too, which is nice. With just a few hours left, what we got? We got 18,000 points. Yes, that's really cleanly in gold too. I very much doubt I'll drop out. So we'll get 13,000 coins, a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, and a Premium Gold Players Pack. That's not bad at all. That's really decent actually. We've completed 2 more daily objectives there. So squad battling and score for Brazil. We only got 350 coins for each of those, so not really worth it. And then cross the ball to your teammate for a deadly finish. We'll go and do that one now. So let's go into squad battles again. Let me check weekly objectives again, because I know we would have got close to finishing one of those weekly objectives. So 8 out of 10 on win big and 2 out of 3 on legendary squad battles. So I'll do the final legendary squad battles later. So what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to just go and play a squad battles game against the A. Let me refresh these opponents. I don't want to play against someone big like that. Let's go against a 42 chem team. We're just going to smack it on beginner. We'll only get a few hundred points for completing this. And I'm not even going to put fitness on. So I'll complete the objective. I hope, well, it says like score from an assist with an attacker. I don't know what that necessarily is. And that's Kiji says, hey, Nep, I just wanted to ask you that you are dumping so many cards saying they're going to get better cards than those players during Team of the Season, and they will be way cheaper. For example, Rui Costa, and you're about to complete Hullet for about 3 million, but Team of the Season, Nainggolan or Milinkovic-Savic are going to have better stats and they're going to be cheaper, plus they'll be tradable too. Anyways, keep up the good work. Okay, so let's break that down. I'm not going to complete Hullet for about 3 million. Hullet is 2.5 million from scratch if you have nothing. And I'm going to shave 775k off of that because I've got like the biggest team complete from cards that I already have in the club. So Hullet is going to cost me 1.75 million at worst, maybe lower because of the fact that Team of the Season will be here. Well, Hullet's actually even down to 2.4 million. And so I can shave off 750,000. So I can literally get him done for about 1.6 million from scratch. On top of that, I'll also be getting packs back for him. And on top of that, I believe personally that his card will even go lower during Team of the Season. So I'll probably get Hullet done for about 1 million, 1.2 million, something like that. That's obviously my opinion. That could change. The player prices could change. We don't know what they're going to be or whatever. And then obviously I get money back from the packs, and I'll be opening those packs during Team of the Season. So it's very potentially, it's very possible that let's just try and pop that in. Yeah, it's very possible that I'll actually get Hullet for a very reasonable price. However, I do take on board what you're saying. You then said, but Team of the Season Nainggolan or Milinkovic-Savic are going to have better stats, and they're going to be cheaper, plus they'll be tradable too. And I agree with you, in spite of the fact that I was ridiculed for saying that I think Team of the Season Milinkovic-Savic will have like comparable stats to that 93 Hullet. From the forums and on Reddit and stuff, people, it's not all about stats, but it is a bit about stats. You have to agree to that. Yeah, of course, like work rates and traits and like the feel of the player and stuff obviously means a lot. Oh, I didn't mean Schweizer to be hitting that. So yeah, I agree with you on that one. But the reason why I'm getting Hullet is because that Hullet card was insane in game, but there's nothing to say that I can't have Hullet and Team of the Season Milinkovic-Savic. You know, like I can have them both. And with that Hullet, like you know, basically I just want to get rid of the icons that I've got because I won't be using them much anymore. So Henrik Larsson and Rui Costa specifically are two icons that I just have I will have no use for in Team of the Season. I know that. I absolutely know that. So, well, that should be the goal. There it is. Yeah, I know I'll have no use for those during Team of the Season. However, Hullet I'll have use for because not only will he be an end game player, he will also be a guy that can link multiple incredible Team of the Seasons from different leagues. And whilst Rui Costa's a good player and can link all the people from Team of the Season leagues, he's not an end game, so he'd always be one. Even now, Rui Costa doesn't even get into my team. When I said that midfield and attack that I would love to have as my top 6 right now, Rui Costa wasn't even there. So it shows that I just don't need him anymore. And I'm happy with what I got out of Rui Costa because he was great. Let me just get one more cross in here and see if we can get another goal there. Oh, that's actually a banging goal. I think that should be enough to complete it. So I'm just going to stand here and not do anything with the rest of the game because I don't need to. I think the AI shouldn't attack me really. So we'll go through some more comments as we're going here. And you're right, Anas, about the tradable function. You know, but so the way I'm trying to break it down, like, although let's talk about opportunity cost briefly. Like there is opportunity cost for the team that I'm going to be submitting for that 89 rated squad for. Ruud Hullet. However, it's players like I'm not gonna they're what's called sunk cost, which is something I learned just a couple of days ago on Reddit. Somebody said what a sunk cost is when this is like I can't let me define sunk cost really quickly. Define sunk cost. So sunk cost is economics and business decision making. A sunk cost is a cost that has already been incurred and cannot be recovered. So because these untradables, I've already incurred the cost for them, and I can't recover the cost for them, even because I can't sell them, and I've actually already got worth out of them. They're what's considered a sunk cost. So in terms of opportunity cost, there's not going to be any opportunity cost in my 89 rated squad. There's only going to be sunk cost. So I removed 750,000 value from that 2.4 million currently, which puts me at about 1.65 million. Of that 1.65 million, exchanging Hullet as an icon is 275,000, but I already have Henrik Larsson for that. So that's another 275,000 removed from that 1.65. So that now takes me down to about 1.4 million before we even begin, like from scratch. So I'm looking at 1.4 million for Hullet from scratch if I did it right now today. And I still personally believe that that's going to be reduced in value when Team of the Season comes because high-rated players will just be way, way cheaper. And then on top of that, you will get 3 100k packs, a rare mega pack, a rare players pack, a prime gold players pack, another mega pack, a rare pack, and then a couple of trash packs. But when opening those during Team of the Seasons, because of how common the Team of the Seasons are to be packed, I will actually have a really high chance of packing some Team of the Season cards in that time, especially if I do it when one of the minor leagues are out. You know, let's say we do it between the Premier League and the Championship, and boom, I could all of a sudden get a Team of the Season here or there. And I think I'm going to basically be able to complete Ruud Hullet for less than 1 million coins. You know, and that's great. For me, that's great. Less than 1 million coins for a player that will be in my team for the rest of the game is remarkable to me. So yeah, that's there for that. YouTube HD says, I used to have Nathan Ake 84 rated card and he was good for me, so then I tried Delict 86 and Ake 84 and they were a really good partnership along with Prime Zanetti and Baby Maldini. Love your vids, keep it up. Yeah, dude, I appreciate the kind words. So yeah, Delict and Nathan Ake could be a really good partnership that we see when his Team of the Season card comes out as well. 86 Delict right now is 37k and Ake's 84 is, damn, he's 140k. Jesus Christ. I mean, he's got good stats, really high react. I don't know why I haven't used him yet, actually, because he's got 94 acceleration, 91 sprint speed with a shadow, 99 across the board defensively except for heading. He's got really good physical stats, and he's got really high reaction, and he's got really good passing. That's weird to me why I haven't actually used him. I don't even know. I couldn't even answer why I haven't used him. But yeah, he and Delict have got some good links. And you'll also be able to link him with other Eredivisie Team of the Season cards, I'm sure. It's the first effing time that I qualify for the weekend league, and I regret that so much. I've been facing pretty much only full icon teams, CR7s, R9s, etc., and it's not funny at all. Matchmaking is effed up badly. The problem that you have, I don't know how matchmaking is or isn't, right? Because I haven't really played Foot Champs much. I play only the first sort of 10 or 15 games. Generally speaking, they're easy. Like this week so far, I'm 8 wins and 2 losses, and that's with me playing with 2 low-end Calcio A squads for video purposes. So the fact I'm 8 and 2 already is, I'm like, damn, I'm happy with that. You know, I'm content with that right there. But yeah, I think the problem that you have, Rexter, Reskater, apologies, is that so few people are playing right now. In my opinion, I don't have the numbers to back this up, just based off my personal experience, my views from the series and stuff. But it's of my opinion that so few people are playing that there are just less people to match you up fairly against, which means it encourages unfair matchmaking. On top of that, if you are from a region that already has troubled matchmaking, like if you're from Canada, if you're from one of the South American countries, or if you're from one of the Asian countries or so, where there's already so much trouble matching people against each other because there aren't enough players in that region, you're going to have even bigger difficulty finding a fair matchup. And the people that favours are the better people. And that's why last year I used Cali as a go-to guy, right? So myself and Cali SEG, who's a fellow streamer, we're about the same level of ability. We both constantly get between Elite 3 and Elite 2 every week, with the odd higher finish and the odd lower finish. We played each other several times, and the games are very even. We both have like really strong squads, so like very much so, we're very similar in terms of level of ability. At the end of the game last year, in July, or was there a Foot Champs in August? Whatever the last month of Foot Champs was, Cali got top 100 weekly and top 100 monthly, because like 34 wins was enough for top 100, because the level of player was just so low that it benefits the better player, because the better player you are, when all the other good players are dropping out already and such anyway, you've just got a better chance of getting a favourable matchup against somebody who's just bad, because there's not enough people to match against all those players. So yeah, I think right now it just shows by the lack of people playing that matchmaking is really, really struggling for a lot of people at the moment. And it's of my opinion, it's just going to get worse, at least for the next 2 weeks until Team of the Season comes, and then everyone's going to flood back in and start playing because they want Team of the Season rewards. And we'll see how World Cup mode is. I hope World Cup mode has like some kind of ranked mode, but I hope it's done based on an ELO system rather than whatever the hell Foot Champs matchmaking is based on. But we'll see what the World Cup mode brings. I'm excited for World Cup mode. Yeah, I'm just excited. Josh Rawlins says, "Damn, a short episode." And dude, today's is going to be just as long. I was gonna like score the goal that I needed to complete the objective here, and then cut, and then come back at the end of the game to show me completing it. But I thought, hey, let's talk. Let's answer some questions. We'll get a nice long video in today for you guys to enjoy. And if you don't enjoy the videos, then sorry about that. Zaim Anjum says, Nep, have you tried Wendell? He's actually good. He's my main team for Weekend League. Hey, man, I'm sure he is good for you, right? He's got a lot of pace. He's got okay defensive capabilities. But he's not worth wasting cards on, because there are a million left backs that you can buy for discard value, cheap value, whatever, that are going to do the same job. I don't dispute that he'll be good for you at all. Alfia21 says, hey, Nep, would you not consider just buying the 90 Hullet instead of sinking coins into the Prime SBC? I kind of just already covered that. Ardy says, a great stream last night. Nepo, you're getting much better at Fortnite. I am getting better at Fortnite. I got some sick plays. Hakeem says, hey, Nepo, do you think it's worth doing Salah's 93 player of the month SBC for 200k? No, dude. And initially I was looking at SBC and I was like, this is really good. And especially if you've already got a special player of the month card, and which is probably what you've got. So you're probably looking at that thinking, I could just use this current special player of the month card, spend 200k to do the other ones, and then there you go. And I think because of, do you get a 100k pack for submitting the Salah? Is that what you get? Mo Salah is, yeah, so you do get a 100k pack. So, you know, you're going to get a 100k pack, a mega pack, and 2 rare gold packs. So you'll actually get 185k's worth of packs for your 200k. And you'll get a better version of Mo Salah. Is that worth it? Do you know what? It might be. It might be. If you have good pack luck, you can easily recover 50 to 80,000 coins worth back. If you have bad pack luck, you can easily recover 30 to 50,000 coins back. So worst case scenario, it will cost you 150 for that upgrade. Is that upgrade worth 150? It's not. It's just not. Even if it costs you 100k, it's just not worth it. So yeah, initially I looked at that and I thought, yeah, that Salah Player of the Month is relatively cheap. And even now, I sit there and I think this is a reasonable price Player of the Month card. You know, if from scratch, 650,000 coins. If you was prepared, you could have done it for 400. If you already have a special Salah card, you could do it for 200. But the problem is that with Team of the Season around the corner and Premier League being always the first major league, stereotypically, that might change this year. His Team of the Season card will probably be not much more than what this Player of the Month salary is going to cost. His Team of the Season might be $1 million, 1.2 million. And again, the reason why I can say that is because when we look at Dibala, who's a central-based card, 93 rated with insane stats, Salah will be a winger with also 3-star weak foot. Or 2-star weak foot, sorry. So Salah has a lot of negatives compared to Dibala, and Dybala's like 850k right now. So I can't see Salah being much more than 1, maybe 1.2 million, especially when you look at the likes of Kevin De Bruyne's Team of the Year card, which is currently 1.1 million on Xbox and 1.3 million on PlayStation. Now that is an exceptional card. Like a Team of the Year KDB for 1.3. There's no way Team of the Season cards are going to be much more than that, if at all, really. Unless, of course, De Bruyne's Team of the Season is like a 98 or something, then it might be a little bit more. But yeah, ultimately, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Matt Ellis says, hey, Nep, do you think having a striker to left forward position modifier would be a good idea? Other modifiers like CDM to centre back and centre back to left back could also be good. Would love to hear what you think. I just think the whole chemistry system should be changed, dude. I don't think we should be limited to where and how we can play players. That's my opinion. Terrier Gaming says, great video, Nep. Should I spend all my coins on 83 rated players to make money for Team of the Season? It's always a risk, dude. Depending on what all your coins is. If you had like 200, 300,000 coins, would I say that investing in 83 rated players is wise? Sure, why not? Don't do it because I'm telling you to do it, though. Do it because you think it's also the right thing. When I look at 83 rated value cards right now, 83s are as low as 1.4k, and I was picking them up at 1.9k, and they're still going lower. So they're actually at like a really low point right now. You know, Sommer 1.4, Hradecki 1.4, Consigli 1.4. There will undoubtedly be an SBC that requires these. It just depends when EA released that SBC, right? Because last year Team of the Season, they didn't release a guaranteed Team of the Season SBC until right at the very end. And so if you buy them now, you might have 83 rated players just flooding your club, hoarding your space throughout the whole of Team of the Season. It has to be about when you buy them. And like, yeah, I was paying 1.6 to 1.9k for my 83s. They're now down at 1.4 to 1.8k. So I could have even waited myself and got them even cheaper. What? I got no coins for that. What? Oh, I got no points for that. What? I just got cheated, EA. I got 484 points for that. And it didn't count towards my daily objective. Assist across the ball to your teammate for a deadly finish using an attacker in any fuck game mode. And I did that. I'm not going to do it again. Like, screw that daily objective, man. It's just not going to be worth it. Let's open this silver gift pack. I did that. Like, as soon as I saw 0 coins and 0 points, it didn't register anything that happened in that game. So those 2 goals I scored from crosses for the attacker, it literally just didn't count. How crazy is that? Right, we get Cole back from Forest. Forest are an alright team to go for, aren't they? 950 and 750. There's not many of them on the market. 1.5 as well. So we'll list them up 700. That's frustrating, dudes. Sat there all that time doing that. I would say, in terms of 83s, before we get out of here, it's a good time to invest in 83s. They're quite low, specifically the goalkeepers and the undesirables. Even a lot of the big guys are down to 2k and such. I also do think that they'll still continue to get lower over the next few days and such. So yeah, it's in my opinion that 83s are a good alternative right now. But this guy's going to be the end of the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.